So for more, our international affairs editor, Angela Diffley, joins me here on set. Hi there, Angela. So have you tasted it yet? Tell us about this year's wine.
I haven't, a bit early. I gather it's being sold in the France 24 canteen, though. So, yes, it's 20% down on the production over the last 5 years. So a bad year in terms of production. That's down to the very, very hot summer this year. But that said, it has apparently given the wine a much more fruity flavour. It is above average quality this year, this year's Beaujolais. It's so Beaujolais, to situate it, for those people who don't know France very well, it's between Burgundy and Lyon, so from the middle, on the eastern side of France, from the middle down a bit. It's that area. And the grape is the Gamay grape, which gives a sort of acidity. There's not much tannin in the wine. It's very fruity and very popular amongst those who like it for its very light, fruity taste. It's hugely popular in Japan. 41% of all the exports are sold in Japan, and then it's followed by the UK and the US. But that's where it's drunk most. It will already have been shipped out so that they can do their own Beaujolais Nouveau Day around the world.
Angela, why all the fuss about Beaujolais Nouveau? It's not necessarily the most noble of red wines, if you will.
No, it's not. The story behind it is that in 1937, when the Appellation d'origine contrôlée label came in to certify the quality of good French wines, it was ruled that there would be a ban on serving wine before the 15th of December of the year it was harvested. And now that was very bad news for Beaujolais wine growers. And so in 1951, they managed to get an exemption because their wine is pressed in September and it's ready to serve really in November. And so they managed to negotiate this exemption so that Beaujolais could be served earlier, bottled earlier, and enjoyed earlier. Wine critics are divided. Some of them are quite dismissive about Beaujolais. As you say, they say it's a wine lacking in nobility, lacking in history, clout. Others say that's a kind of snobbishness, that it has its own fruity lightness, which is very much to be appreciated. It is, however you look at it, a very, very clever marketing operation. There's this massive hype around it. There used to be races to get the first Beaujolais Nouveau. They've now relaxed the rules so that it can be sold after midnight in the country it's being drunk in, rather than after midnight in France. But they've relaxed the rules. But there's this huge hype around it, which has only added to what is a very, very, very clever marketing technique. And here we are, talking about it every year.
I will say, Angela, I hope the fact that it's sweeter despite climate change isn't going to dissuade people wine lovers from wanting to take action on climate change, because it is still important. But we'll have to test it out then. Angela Diffley, thank you very much.